Welcome to today's video. We are going to be transforming these metal thrifted planters and turning them into a faux stone aged look. We're also going to be building our very own tutor, which is a trellis that is a three-dimensional shape versus a flat shape. So that way it's going to allow for our plants to climb up and just really give height and visual interest. I decided to start this by figuring out how tall I wanted that tutor to be, because that way I could go ahead and cut off any excess and save that for later. To achieve this look for this project, I used a flat black color as our base color on each of the planters. Next, we're just drilling a couple of holes into each planter, allowing drainage once we do have our plants in there. And where I'm going to be having these plants, they do get a lot of water, so the extra drainage is a plus. All right, you guys, I am not gonna lie, putting these tutors together was a test of patience, but it is well worth it. And I did probably make it maybe a little more difficult on myself by deciding to have 4 legs instead of 3 that I saw in a picture. I just thought 4 legs would go with the shape of the planter a little bit more nicely than just 3, because in the photo that I just kind of gathered inspiration for this project from, they had a round planter. So I've got rectangular shape, so I've got 4 legs. And I'm also going to be measuring out the rungs, because I am going to be having 4 rungs on either side of each of the tutors. So we've got to figure out what that's going to look like and if I'm going to be needing to make some more cuts, and I was going to need to do that. All right, time to make our stone texture, and we're going to be using some joint compound mixed with water. And for this application, I'm using a boar bristled brush and just taking a nice little heap and painting it onto the planter. And I did find that it was a little runny at first, so added more of that joint compound, and it ended up making more of a thicker milkshake type of texture, and that was perfect. So for the second planter, I wanted to try out a different technique for the application. So I'm just using a cloth, and I started to just wipe it onto the planter, and then really started to see that the texture that I wanted was with more of a dabbing type motion. So I decided to go ahead and just use the brush to put all of that on first, like a first layer with the brush, and then go in with the cloth and do the dabbing motion. And that's really where it all started to come together for me, and I was really starting to enjoy the way that these were looking. Thankfully, I had some of this tan color acrylic paint left over from a previous project because I wasn't satisfied. I liked the white, it had the black peeking through. It really did look good, but I wanted just a little more of that stone look. So this tan really brought it all together, and I'm taking another boar bristled brush and just dabbing that. And this is really fun because there is no rhyme or reason. You want to just put that on and you can make spots more thick, you can make some more thin, and just have fun with it. Lastly, for our planters, we're going to be using a clear top coat, and this is a matte clear top coat, and I did 2 layers of this, so I let the first one dry and then did a second. Back to our tutors, so let's finish this out. And working smarter instead of harder, I brought out the lovely assistant to any DIY, and that is the hot glue gun, because I was trying to use the twine to tie each of these rungs on, and that just was not working. So we're going to use the glue gun to stick each of these rungs on and then put the twine over the top. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this project has inspired you to do one just like it, or to at least get out there, get your hands a little bit dirty, and enjoy nature. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider hitting that like button. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, you can do that too if you like these kind of videos. So thank you again, and I will see you guys next time.